Okay, first step is to create the query. We've got create. I always go into query design. Very simply add the three tables: customers, loans, movies, and close. Now this is to create an overdue report. So first thing you have to do is create the query to create and get the overdue items. So I'm just going to place some of the fields from each of the tables in here. So maybe membership number, first name, last name, and maybe a contact detail, and maybe mobile number. From the loans, I need the date due, and I need the return date at a very minimum to find out whether A, it is overdue and whether it has been returned. And over here we might grab the title and the format. And I know that I do have a couple of overdue ones in there. I did actually go through and check my files. So we actually don't need the date return field answered to be there because we know it hasn't been returned. So I'll uncheck that. So all we need to do here, and there are a number of ways of doing it, I'll just go with one to start off with. So this time we just go, if the due date is less than today's date, and I can do that using now, and the date returned is null. Once I'm happy with that, just click run, and there's my solution. I'll just show you a couple of other ways of doing that while I'm here. I'll just go back into view. As well as equals now, you could actually have it so that you enter the dates, and maybe you're including weekends and things like that. So I could put something like this, in square brackets, enter date, date for overdue report, for example. Close it and execute that, and the date for overdue report is today, 4/3/2014. Click OK, and I have the same ones there. So now that I'm happy with my query, I know it works, all I need to do is save it, and here I will call it overdue report query. Should be okay with that. Click OK, and it's created that. All I need to do now is just close it and create the report using that query. So create, just use the report wizard, we'll do that. Instead of a loans table, we're actually going to do it from the overdue report query that we just created. Put across all of the information, click next. We don't need to view the data by anything in particular, but if you wanted it by movie or by customer, you could certainly do that. So I'm just going to click next. Do we want any groupings? No. Click next. Do I want to sort it? Not particularly. Click next. Of course you can make any of these adjustments if you want. I might do it landscape just so I get more on the page. Click next, and we'll preview the report. Click finish. Of course it's running that query, so it's asking me for the date, and I'll put in the date that I want this to be for, which is today's date. Click OK, and voila, there is my report.